Alrighty. Okay, let me make sure that's all good. Hello, my name is Willem Cohen. I am a freshman film studies major here at the University of Buffalo, and you are watching my final videography project. Yay! So the project, as I kind of have it now, is kind of an impromptu documentary about the process of creating a music video, and specifically a vaporwave rap music video. Now, for people that don't really know what that is, it's kind of this new independent form of rap that started, I want to say, really 5 or 6 years ago, and has kind of been created by artists like Young Lean.
Shawty, I'ma do things that you ain't never did. Finna wake up next to you in my crib, cause I'ma make you hurt. I'ma make you hurt.
And Bones.
You say you got them guns, but I've never seen you bang. You say you got them drugs, but I've never seen you slang. You say you in a game, but I've yet to see you play. You say you going hard, but nobody feels the same.
You know, what they've been able to do is create this kind of artistic movement centered around lomography and kind of independent videography to create kind of a parody of the modern rap standards, so kind of like what rap's evolved to, and kind of to help perpetuate going back to its roots. You know, a lot of it talks about social issues, a lot of it talks about kind of the romantic nature that a lot of rappers have put on material goods and being able to show up people and all of that. And it kind of pokes fun at it too. And that's kind of what I'm doing with my project. So how the project's going to go down is I am shooting the music video entirely in front of a green screen. We have a green screen set up here at UB in a laboratory. So I'm going to go there and kind of shoot the video there. And the other parts of this documentary are going to be a bit more about how I'm actually creating the music behind it and how I'm going to be filming the video. And the end will be the video end product itself. So pretty exciting. I'm pretty happy about it. So first I'm going to show you guys how I am creating the actual, well, first the instrumental and then the actual vocal component, and I'm going to take a quick recording today of me actually rapping it because I have all the instrumentals recorded and all of that, so I'm ready to start. Here we go. Okay, so as promised, I wanted to show you guys a little bit around the studio that I'm working in. And this is really at this kind of corner of it right here. As you can see, the room's completely soundproofed by all of this styrofoam material here. It's very sound absorbent, and that's going to come in handy a lot when I'm using it. So let's talk around. This is a tripod I'm going to use for doing the video stuff of me actually rapping itself, because it's going to be kind of awkward for me to hold the camera and rap at the same time. That's just kind of where my gear bags are and everything. My headphones are going to wear my monitoring, all the cases. And this is kind of the computer setup here. So as you can see, I've got a Mac. It's just a regular iMac actually, but it's a pretty powerful computer. And what I'm going to be using this for is the actual music component of it. So as you can see here, I'm going to turn the brightness down a little bit. I've got a project opened up here in Logic Pro, which in a couple of weeks ago, I created a instrumental out of rap. So what I did was I used a sampler, and I sampled the beginning of Vault's hit Lifespan. So it's basically, it's that song slowed down. There's two parts of the song that I sampled, and I slowed them down to about 58 beats per minute. I messed with the EQ a bit, and I added some other instruments to it. And this is kind of the final product that came out. It's quite repetitive, but you know, I think I'm going to add a lot of the variations and the spice to it through my performance of it. So here it is. This is kind of the rough cut. And you'll hear it better when you hear the video, but... So as you can see here, this is just kind of the intro. This is the first part I sampled. And the next part of it I sampled is going to be coming up here when the drop hits. So what I'm going to do is wrap over that. And here's how I'm going to do it. So as you can see here, let me get a better shot of this. This here is an Audio-Technica AT8022. It's a entry-level recording mic. And for those of you that are audio hounds out there, you may be wondering why I don't have a pop filter. And it's because they didn't have one for rent. So I'm actually making my own out of the gear casing here. It's made out of the same material. So I'm just kind of hold it over in front of the mic, or like hold it in front of my face. And I've tested it out and it's worked pretty well. And hopefully it'll be seamless by the time I actually record the track. But for people kind of new to audio recording, you may notice it's kind of a weird setup, and why there's this box on the table and everything. Well, the problem is this microphone here has an XLR input into it, which is the one you want to use. It's kind of what's used in amplifiers and really kind of analog video sources, and it just kind of takes the raw data out of the microphone. But that has to be kind of converted into a way the computer can understand and process. So that's why I have one of these. This is an audio monitor. What it allows me to do is kind of, if you imagine like a USB mic, it's like this but a lot smaller, and it doesn't have any controls on it. So I can control how much the mic picks up, I can control how much power the mic gets from the computer itself because it's getting filtered through this, and I can control how much of my own recording I can hear in my headphones when I'm recording it. Because it's kind of a weird thing to hear your voice when you're recording it, but that's kind of it. Some new developments in the recording setup since the last time I made a video for this project. The main thing is that I'm using a different camera, and that would be, this is just a standard DV camera. It's made by Panasonic. It's the DVX100B. I decided for the actual video portion I wanted to make the video look like it was made with a 90s camera, so I decided went around and got a 90s camera. So now the part of this video that I wanted to shoot was kind of the video recording setup that I have, and that's why I'm in this room here. As you see here, I have all of my recording goodie bags. So these are the speakers. They're actually inside of here. And what they're going to do is they're going to play my track now so I know what to lip sync to when that's playing when I'm recording. This little black bag here has my tripod. This is my camera bag that had both of the batteries in it and came with the tape and everything, so that's cool. I have a little bag here that has the shotgun mic that I'm using to record right now. And this is the green screen itself. Let me zoom in on it here. It's got a bit of depth of field on it, which is pretty good. The overheads aren't really doing it justice now, but when I turn it on, it should be all good. I'm pretty excited to see how it comes out. And I'm going to be filming on that, which is cool. And the controls for that are actually in here. So I'll just walk this guy upstairs. And what we have here is our lighting room. And you can't see it that well here, so I'm going to try and find a light switch for that, which I think is here if I remember correctly. Yes, good enough, good enough. Okay. So as you can see here, actually somebody left the lighting board on, but once the master's up, see if I can get a shot of it in there. See how some of the lights are coming on in here? Walk back here. You can see it's kind of got the board partially lit. So I'm going to turn out the overheads, and I'm going to try and center the light as much as I can onto the back so I can record onto that. And it's pretty cool. To see it all come together like this. I'm pretty excited to get the end product. This project's been a couple of weeks in the making, so it's going to be cool to see. And I'm going to set up the camera on a tripod and play the song loud and see what happens. Here we go.